Well, hello, Virgo. Good morning. Good morning. Good afternoon. Good evening for some of you. Hey, Virgos. So, Virgo, we're going to go ahead and we're going to get your message today. Of course, we're going to be using the oracles, a lot of oracles, and then we're going to get into the tarot. Now, you guys already know that I have to use different cards because, yeah, maybe that's part of my. I don't even have ADHD, but I think I probably do. I'm undiagnosed. All right. I have a very short attention span with using the same cards. Okay. I'll be like roaming through my cabinets here. But we're going to go ahead and get into your reading. We're going to see what's going to come out here for you, Virgo. Good morning, everyone. Hello, all you beautiful faces. Hey, hey. Right. Let's get it. Virgo. We're going to get 3 cards. One at a time, please. One at a time. Virgo. 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 Oh, wow. I didn't even know that card was even in this deck. That's crazy. Okay. All right. You did not have anything special with these cards. I'm just going to tell you right off the bat. It's something that you need to know, but it's nothing that's just like, okay, oh, no, not with these sets, because obviously it's like it's like a movie before it gets to like the really good scenes. Because the first card that came out, it was literally almost the exact same thing. If you pay attention to this, it's literally almost the exact same thing. Have faith and believe. Have faith and believe. Truly. I almost feel like I should pull another card because these two are the same. You are being asked to fully believe in yourself and your dreams. It is time for that idea that has lived inside your heart to be brought into the world so that others could benefit from it. Okay. All right. All right. Okay. This is more about what you're able to do to benefit other people. So this is a service card. You are definitely acting in your Virgo self with this one. Pretty much, right? Very much so. A service card. What do you like? What do you do for a living? What is your purpose? What is your goals? That's what the believe card is basically saying. So okay, we'll leave it there. We'll leave it there. So obviously it's something that you're going to be contributing to humanity. Exactly. Successful abundance. I mean, it literally is like that. This is like, and some people, some people believe that it always have to be something grand and spectacular. It really doesn't. Because if you don't have any nurses, then what? Okay. If you don't have the person who knows how to fix the plumbing in your bathroom, then you are really in trouble, right? So you see what I'm saying? Everything, everybody's position in this world makes the world go round. So it's saying that what you do is extremely important. But the fact that it's coming out like that, it's something else. I'm not really sure what it is, but it's something else here. Now, the next card here says, have faith. It's not always easy to have faith and trust that everything is going to be okay, yet still you must do exactly that. Because when you have faith, your life will begin to flow in magical ways that you never imagined were possible. See, this is them playing games with us. Because we already know, right? We already know what the universe got planned. And it's different for everybody. And I'm just being honest, it's different. Some Virgos are going to be married and some Virgos are not. Some Virgos do not want to be married. I'm like pretty much one of those people who don't care about it. And I'm just being honest because I was married at such a young age. But there are some Virgos who are literally going to be married. They're going to have children. A lot of us have aged out of that. So that's not going to happen with us either. You get what I'm saying? So what it's meaning is whatever it is that you are wanting in particular, whatever your dream is, it's like if it hasn't happened, right? If it hasn't happened, It will when it's supposed to. Okay. But I don't believe that this is saying that it's not, that things are not brewing. I feel like this could be like, let's say if you're dating, you're a Virgo who's young and and this is just an example. I'm not saying that you can't be the older Virgos, but I'm just using this as an example. Let's say if you are a Virgo and you're young and you like, I want a family, I want kids, I want this, right? You want everything, right? You want the stuff that most older people probably already had, right? So you're dating someone, but it don't look good because now you guys are arguing, you're going tit for tat, that type of thing. That's what the half faith card could be. It's not even saying that the person that isn't in your life, the very person that could start this whole thing that you are wanting. It just means that there's something that could be going on in that connection, or it's not necessarily like I always say, a straight line. It may not be a straight line. And so now you're like, you're getting yourself in a tizzy. So this is telling you to calm down and have faith. Whatever it is that is projected for you to have in this lifetime, whatever it is that you are meant to have, you will. Okay? Now here it says give. I don't like this. We got to get another card. We do too much of that. Okay. One of the best feelings we can experience is when we give to others. When we do so, we feel uplifted up and our lives improve greatly because of someone else's happiness. It says we can think of many ways that we can give to others. Again. I feel that this is more so reciprocity energy. I kind of feel like this is saying give when it is meant to give. Do not be out here willy-nilly and with nobody. Please don't do that. Okay, please do not do that. Because this right here is what I see in Virgo's readings all the time that have put them in a deficit. Okay. And I personally feel like this is saying you give when other people, when they have proven themselves. Here with focus, it says you're being asked to shift your focus away from what isn't working and towards what is. Paying extra attention to where you place your focus is the first step towards creating an amazing life. Where is your focus right now, Virgo? It should be on things that are, let's say right now you should be doing your paper. You have a paper before you finish, you complete this doctrine program, right? But you are focused on everything else but that. And you see how it says you should be shifting your focus away from things that isn't necessarily working, because let's say you are not focusing on your papers, but you're focusing on a relationship that isn't working. Your priorities are jacked up right now. Okay? So this exactly, your focus should be on you at this point, because it's telling you what will happen. It's going to create something. All right, that was just us talking. That was us talking. All right. Now, these cards are going to be words only. And with these cards, it's going to tell us where you've been, where you are, and where you're going. Okay? It was nice chatting with you. Now we're going to get down to the nitty-gritty. This is for Virgo. I thought a card flipped. Hold on. Maybe not. Where has Virgo been? Okay, Virgo, you're being teamed too much today too. Where's Virgo at? Maybe they want me to pull two cards. I will. Okay, so they did that with Taurus. So maybe they want me to. And where is Virgo going? All right, let's get it. This is where you've been. Trust issues in relationships. Dealing with people who are impulsive. You have been impulsive. You do not trust yourself. You do not trust the universe. This is what I see. You want to know why? You had trust here. This is where you've been. Impulsivity. This is where you've been. This is what you've been dealing with. And you know where you've been and where you are could be a little, could still have that effect on you right now. A lot of you guys didn't trust your intuition. You didn't trust your gut to put yourself in horrible situations. Because this talks about trust issues. And it doesn't even matter if we're saying whether it's a trust issues with a person, trust issues with the universe. Because isn't it funny how they were being a little cute? Look at what they did. Isn't believe and have faith is synonymous to trust? You see how they're trying us right now. Okay, they're being a little petty. They're like, oh no, we're gonna actually let Virgo know exactly what the deal really is. We're gonna let Virgo know exactly what the deal is. Why? Because this is where you start acting out. Because impulsivity talks about you acting out based on what? Not having faith. If you can talk to the best astrologer in the world, right? And I know one, literally, love her, right? She can say, you're going to get married in 2 years. And she'll tell you to the day, exactly when you're going to get married. You want to know what a Virgo would do? And she didn't tell that to me, by the way. I'm just using that as an example. Okay. You want to know what a Virgo would do? A Virgo will do everything in their power doing the opposite of what that person says, meaning a Virgo will deal with people who have absolutely nothing to do with marriage. A Virgo, you're going to start your own business in 4 months. And instead of you starting to focus and strategizing and planning for your business, you're doing everything but that, which is the reason why focus is here. Shouldn't you be focusing on that? Virgos would do the opposite because they don't see it in the present. They don't believe it. That is a fact. And I'm kind of like that because that's like a Sagittarius energy. And this is not with relationships. I'm like that a lot with a lot of things. But then when I talk to Virgos, I'm like, damn, y'all, we really kind of are alike. We really kind of are alike in a lot of ways because y'all be doing the same shit. I'll be like, listen, I'm telling you, this is going to happen. Like, how long have you been a client of mine? How long have you been a client of mine? I know, yes. But I'm like, well, why are you questioning things right now? Why are you questioning things? Because it ain't happened yet. And then what do? Start acting out here with impulsivity. And see, now this could get dangerous. Because see, impulsivity is like you starting to do things and accept things that have absolutely nothing to do with where you're going. This literally just told you what you're supposed to be doing right now. Okay? Now, where are you at the moment? Oh, wow. Oh. First of all, some of you guys, and it's true, for some of you guys may have Sagittarius in your chart. You even may have Taurus somewhere in your chart. Because I always notice when I do Virgo's reading, a lot of Taurus, a lot of the energy relates to Taurus in some kind of way. Okay? So I don't know, but you can have Sag to Taurus in your chart. Definitely Leo energy, I see a lot too. But that makes sense because Leo is right next to Virgo, so it makes sense. Where are you now? Well, the cards that came out is affliction, which means pain. And then this is the literal hermit, sanctuary. Oh yeah, you're definitely alone. You're definitely by yourself. To do what? You got something that you need to focus on. You see how this is literally saying, this is that I did a reading yesterday. Okay, and I posted it. I think one of the first cards that came out, because I did it like 2 hours before I went to sleep and I had posted it. And I think it came out with the Four of Swords. This is the exact same energy. Okay, this is you gathering yourself. Hermit card is you. This is you. This is like the inner light, seeing the inner light. This is that that seeing yourself for who you really are. But I don't know. It's just something's up here with affliction. And it doesn't have to be extreme pain, but I mean, it could be for some, but this could also be an annoyance. This could be actual pain. By the way, I told this for Taurus. This could be actual pain. Okay. Like I told them, I said, you could have hit your toe on the table. Okay. Your coffee could have been too hot. That's where you are right now. So right now you are being told to focus on yourself. You're being told to heal because pain or agitation or anything like that is a healing element. Is pain, right? But the Hermit is a healing element because it deals with the 6th house. You are healing. You are you're recuperating. You are recovering from something. Okay. And in the meantime, have faith that whatever you're going to get. But this right here, it says you will be exactly where you want to be. Wherever it is that you have imagined possible will be made possible. Have faith and trust. You weren't very trusting before. You're being made to here. Where are you going? Oh my God. Oh, wow. This card right here. They already know with this card. I already said what this means. And it's not what's on this card. They already know I know what this means. Let's just go ahead and see. Now, first of all, you have a Scorpio. You could be dealing with a Scorpio. Scorpio is a transformational card. But look at what the word says. Passion. That's like the Ace of Wands. Something very exciting that's going to be happening to you in the future. That could very well transform your life. Is it a situation? Is it money situations? Is it a love situation? I don't know. But you're going to be excited about it. This means another person, but I'm gonna push that to the side for a second. Let's get another one. Thank you. Oh no. Okay. No matter what you experience in the future, Virgo, you're going to be okay. This is the Tower card. Virgo, you're dealing with someone who isn't right for you. I hate to say this. Oh, Virgo. Oh. This was competition. I saw it. And I was like, now, is this saying someone else? Yes, it is. Okay. But when this card came out, it basically clarified it. Upheaval. Now, we're going to go into the tarot and it's going to tell us what it means. Now, you have passion here. You have upheaval. This is saying that something is going to piss you off. Somebody wrote in the comment section the other day and they were just like, why is our reading always bad? And I was like, our reading haven't been bad really at all. Remember, it was bad last year. Okay. Our readings have been very good, but I can't give you a good reading every day. Why? Because that is a fantasy world. There is not one sign that has a reading good every day. Taurus was the only sign that had a reading that was good for 2 weeks. And then it was like, boop, something started to turn a little bit. And then it went back to being good. And then it was like, and it's kind of turned. But even them, they even had it. So don't ever come to tarot and think that your reading is going to be spick and span polished every day. That's not facts. No. Okay. Because we're reading, this could be 3 years from now. Now let's go ahead. Let's get into it. I knew it though. I felt it. When I saw this, I was like, we're going to find out what house that's in. We're going to see what it's all about here, bro. And we're going to start with the first row. This is going to be for Virgo. Let's see what came out here. It was spontaneity and what was it? And trust. Let's see what comes out here. Somebody said we need to get our shit together. Oh no, Virgo's definitely going to get their shit together. They're not going to have any other choice. Okay? They're going to get it together. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh, they're going to definitely tell us. They're going to definitely tell us, because see, this already told me what I need to know with money and love. So we're about to get this in gear. Okay, so they're spot on for what I thought this would be. First of all, you weren't in a committed relationship. You thought you were. You had, okay, how can I explain this? Do you love yourself? You know, every time I ask people that, they be like, yeah, I do. And I'm like, no, you don't. Because the cards are telling me you have not been in a place of actually doing something where you showed and proved to you. If you were standing in front of you right now, you would be like, I love myself. And yourself will be like, no, you're not. No, you don't. You'd be like, yes, I do. No, you do not. You want to know why? Because you have a hard time making decisions. You don't stand 10 toes. I said what I said because that's exactly what the cards are basically telling me. You don't stand 10 toes. You get pissy, you get irritated, you get mad, and you say, okay, I'm not going to, you know what? I said I won't go eat no more cake, and I ain't gonna eat no more cake. You go to a party, and because you feel good that day, you ain't bloated, and guess what you do? You're like, oh, I'm looking good. I can have a piece of cake. Well, you know damn well that you should be having a piece of cake. And I'm not just talking about because you can't have a piece of cake. I'm just using it as an example. Okay? I'm using it as an example. You don't stick. If you say you're going to stick, you need to learn how to effing stick, Virgo, because you're not. Because these cards are not telling me that you're sticking because you're not sticking. You're not. I don't care if it's not talking to your friends. I don't care if it's not talking to your lover. I don't care if it's with the chores and the things that you plan to do, which you ain't been doing either. You be like, oh, I'm going to be doing this. I'm going to do that, and don't do it. And I'm not saying that you're a procrastinator. I'm saying that you will literally get up with the intent on doing it, and you don't do it. You're not going to pick up the phone. You get mad. You're not going to pick up the phone. But then time tells everything, because then you get weary. You're getting weary, and you need to learn how to fucking stick. That is what this is basically saying. You don't even trust yourself. You say something, but you know damn well that you don't really know if it's true or not, because you haven't proved it to yourself. Listen, I'm just only going off the cards. I'm going off the cards. Okay. I already told you that they were going to tell me. Why? Because you have Empress here, you have Page of Swords here, and you have the Five of Cups. What are we really talking about? Empress automatically told me that it was a self-esteem issue. Empress automatically told me that you don't necessarily think that this was like, remember, we're talking about Empress is like the boss of the boss. She's just like, listen, you're going to give me what I want. I want to get what I want. And there's no negotiations about it. But if it is sitting in the position of what was the problem, then that was the problem. You didn't value yourself. And you kept going back on your fucking word. And so when it comes down to this, remember, Empress is about pleasure. I rather eat the cake because I want to feel good. I rather talk to this mofo because I don't have anything to do. I'll talk to my family because I'll pretend that everything is really okay when it's really not. That's what that is basically saying. That's what it's basically saying. Okay, Taishim, hello. Gather. Okay, so it's not that I don't see what you're doing. I know I've done it. Listen. You want to know the reason why I say with cake, and I'm using this as a perfect example. I'm really good when it comes down to certain foods, right? I am really, really good when it comes down to certain food. But I have been beating myself up, like literally beating myself up. I'm like, I'm not going to eat any bread. I'm not going to eat any bread. I know I can't eat bread. I have not been able to supposedly shouldn't be eating bread for the past 8 years, y'all. 8 effing years. I'm like, I'm not going to eat it. I will have a day when it's been like a whole week. Remember, I said time busts my ass up. I'll be like, oh man, like it's been like 2 weeks. I've been doing real good. Okay, my energy is okay. I'm good. And then all of a sudden, I get a salad from a fancy restaurant that have a really good bread, and they just put it in the bag, right? And I'm like, oh, I got my salad. And then I take my salad out the bag and then it's like, boom. I'm like, damn. Guess what I do? I'm going to have a little bit. Next thing I know, that shit is in my stomach. You see what I'm saying? I just threw away 2 damn weeks. Because when it comes down to something dealing like I have like a celiac, I'm not supposed to have gluten. Okay. When it comes down to something like that, it doesn't matter how long you're not supposed to eat it. You're not supposed to eat it because celiac does what? It tears up your stomach and do all types of shit, right? And I have to suffer from that for like the next 3 weeks. But that's what I do. But that's how it happens in anything that I hear with Virgos. Virgos do that, whether it's in relationships. Virgos do that in general when it comes down to any type of temptation. Successful said it perfectly. It happens with temptation. So this is what I'm saying. It has been happening. Okay. Come on. They gathered you. I didn't gather you. Spirit gathered y'all. Gather us. Okay. We are on the first row. Now, we're going to go ahead and see what's happening now here with you. You have affliction and sanctuary. Sean said her issues is chips. I'm not a big chips fan, so that wouldn't even get to me. Bread gets to me. Baby, sometimes sweets, but I can do, I'm okay with sweets, but baby, breads is my problem. Okay. All right, let's see what's happening here with Virgo for now. Ooh. I'm not going to read these, right? But because they feel, I'm going to read it. Man, they are jumping out. What the hell, Virgo? All right. So we're going to take the ones that came out right. This one came on the floor again. Wow. The cards that came out is the Ten of Wands and the Queen of Pentacles. Oh, you even had the Ten of Cups at the bottom of the deck. Oh, okay. What was these two? Queen of Wands, Knight of Pentacles. Financially, you are definitely not where you want to be. That I can tell you right off the rip. Financially, you are not. You will be though. I like the fact that this reading is not really about another person here. Here, yes. Here, not as much. And the reason why, because see, she's by herself here. And remember, we had the same energy with Hermit. Okay. I'm not saying that, you don't want love or anything, but this is not what this is talking about. You have much more pressing issues to worry about, which you should be. This is why focus came out. Okay. At this point in time, it is like you need to be figuring out your shit. Hermit, figuring your shit out. I don't care what it is. This is all about you. Hermit is you. Virgo is you. Even if you wanted to say sixth house deals with what? Work, career, success, your daily habits, all of that. Routine, sticking to a routine. Your health, your mental health, all of that. This is all about you. In affliction here is saying something isn't right about those areas. And it came out telling me. What does it tell me? Your money isn't on point. It has not been. It will be though. But your money has not been on point. No whatsoever. You got the Queen of Pentacles here. You got the Knight of Pentacles. And you got the Queen of Wands. No, ma'am. So this is telling me that for some of you, your pockets have been hurting. Okay. Even if you were to just take the Queen of Pentacles out, which, that's horrible because she's a nice card. But I mean, if you were to take the Queen of Pentacles out and just have it with Knight of Pentacles, this by itself is like, why? Because it's just enough. But this is a process. This is like, you are waiting for more. You are expecting something differently. You are expecting something greater, and it hasn't occurred. And these are pentacles. These are things that you're able to obtain. So this is something that you haven't been able to obtain. You're getting there, though. I like the fact that the Knight of Pentacles came out because it is definitely saying it's getting there. So you are focusing. Now, you did also have the Ten of Wands. Ten of Wands was a little bit different. It's a little bit outside of money. We already talked about the money part. We already talked about that. You had the Ten of Wands and you had the Ten of Cups. Now, this is the emotion. Okay? Ten of Wands is like, you should be in a hermit mode. Something was just too heavy. Something was too much of something. Now, if we're talking about relationships and feelings here with the Ten of Cups, yeah, that was too much. Now, you may be hurting because there was other people who got involved, or you may know that another person is involved, okay, with your relationships, whether you are in that connection right now or not, right? You could be hurting because of that. But the Ten of Wands is saying this is too much of a burden to even care at this point. You see the reason why with the Pentacles is trying to stabilize you, especially with the Queen of Pentacles. Queen of Pentacles is saying, I'm trying to stabilize you out because of whatever it is that you are experiencing, dealing with your money and dealing with this heaviness of your emotional experiences. That's where you are right now. You see the reason why you need to be by yourself, sanctuary. This is really the universe pretty much saying you need to heal from something, which we talked about yesterday. That's everywhere in the reading. Heal. There is something that's going to occur. I see it in the cards. I'm not telling you. I'm just letting the cards fall out. But again, it's telling me where you are and where you've been. And it is saying this is necessary. That is what this card said. It is necessary in order for you to create an amazing life. It is necessary for you to be at this place right now. Because you've lost yourself according to this reading. Now, let's get into future passion and upheaval. I do not believe it's going to be what you think it's going to be, because that's not the energy that I'm getting. Because it's sitting right below focus. Let's get it. Thank you. Thank you. No, ma'am. I already do it. Hello. Hello. Eight of Wands. Four of Wands. Ace of Pentacles. Some of you guys are going to get some type of sudden windfall. Now, y'all were sitting here thinking that that was bad. No, it is not. But I am going to tell you why that came out in the way that it came out. First of all, it's a necessity for you to move forward. That came up under focus. And that is saying it is necessary to move forward. Why? Because the clock is ticking. Do not play in my face. That's the universe. That wasn't me. I'm just translating in it. Ace of Pentacles is an opportunity of a lifetime with something even more than that. It's set right up under step forward to create an amazing life. And upheaval is tower. It is chaotic energy. It is confusing energy. But you think that I'm saying it's going to be easy to move forward. That's what you think that I'm telling you. And I'm saying, do not play in my face, because this is a point where it may not happen if you do not act accordingly. Because everyone knows that anything dealing with aces, particularly with the Ace of Pentacles, is an opportunity that could be lost based on what? Time, which is the reason why what? The clock is there. Are you dragging your fucking feet? Or will you resist the urge to move forward? Are you resistant with change. You are going to literally throw somebody, as far as emotionally, I'm talking about emotionally and where you've been emotionally, in a lava hole. They will mean nothing. And I am proud of you because I see you doing it. You're not going to even have the desire to be dealing with anything that you've dealt with in the past, because you are seeing something that you have never seen before. You are allowing the universe to actually woo you. Okay? You are going to literally be in a place where the universe is going to be wooing you. That is what I like about this reading. Eight of Wands is you moving forward, and then the Four of Wands specifically talks about stability energy. Both of these are stability, Four of Wands, and the Ace of Pentacles is a stable energy as well. I love this. I like the fact that there's some money here. I don't know where this is coming from. I don't. And again, remember when I said upheaval was surprise before I even pulled the tarot. I was like, oh, it's going to be something that's going to be surprising. I didn't really think that it was going to be the money aspect. And it's also like, for some of you, there's going to be changes in your home or changes to where you're living. There could be changes even in the family type of thing, that something dealing with the family changes. Okay. I'm not really sure how specifically, but remember, fourth house is dealing with family. Okay. But this is good because passion is excitement. Okay. Wow. This was change. This is fighting to change. You must fight to change. You must fight it. You must resist the urge. Someone said this earlier in the reading when they talked about temptation. You must resist the urge. You must resist the temptation, right? And this is not with people that you know. This is with any bozos. This is with any friends who are not friends. This is with family members who's pulling on your energy, yada, yada. You get what I'm saying, right? You must resist the urge and stay focused. You must shift your energy in a direction that you want to go. All right? Okay. All right, Virgo, thank you guys so much for coming back to my channel. And again, if you guys are new, please like and subscribe, hit that notification bell. If you are interested in a personal reading, all the information is down below. Have a good day at work, at school, whatever you're doing, even when you're doing your errands. I will see you guys later. Love you. Bye.